It was a rainy night. I'd just gotten comfortable on my couch when my dog started scratching at the door to be let outside. You sure have bad timing. I hop up and open the door. He runs outside, rolling and prancing in the rain. Seeing that he'd be occupied for a while, I closed the door, returning to the couch, continuing my show. I turned the volume down low so I could hear him scratch at the door when he was finished, but after a while, there was no signs of him. I stood on the front porch, calling his name for hours, worried something terrible had happened. Finally, at some point in the night, I called it quits. I lay down in bed, hoping to find him in the yard come morning, also wrestling with the real possibility that a wild animal could have gotten to him. And eventually, I dozed off. I woke up early, bothered at the premise of my dog being left out in the cold. I jumped out of bed and went to the front door, opening it up to only find the foggy haze of an early morning dew. I flopped down on the steps, calling his name a few more times, my yells echoing through the quiet forest. I just wanted to see him home again. I knew that it was no longer up to me. A few weeks went by. It was hard at first, but I'd accepted the fact that he was gone. I couldn't bring myself to call his name out again. I'd been disappointed too many times. It was a Friday. I'd just gotten home from the grocery store, my pot bubbling out the fresh aromas of some homemade pasta. I'd just taken the food off the burner, and that's when I heard it. A scratching noise coming from my door. My eyes widened as I flung my mitts off, sprinting to the living room. I swung the door open, where my pup was waiting, bloodied and starved. I knelt down, frantically searching for any signs of damage. On his stomach, I noticed a long, jagged scar stretching from his chest all the way down to his lower abdomen. He broke free from my grip, happily trotting past me to the fish I'd been planning to eat with my pasta. "You all right?" I said as I held him. He seemed just as energetic as before, clearly in no kind of pain, enjoying munching on the salmon. I'd love to tell you that life returned to normal, but things were never the same after that. My loving, caring dog was no more, now only interested in new food items I had. He didn't scratch at the door anymore either, instead making a mess in practically every room he went in. He was acting especially strange one day. I saw him heading for the bathroom. I got up, leaving the couch and trailing a short ways behind him. My dog trotted into the bathroom, stepping onto the toilet and up to the counter. He stood on his hind legs as its paws reached for the wound on its stomach. A part of me wanted to intervene, but I was too shocked by its strange demeanor. My spine tightened as a small, wrinkly-looking monster emerged, pulling off my dog's skin and kicking it to the side. I began backing up, just wanting to get out of there, thoroughly shook to the core. But then, its head snapped around. It looked right at me, and in a twisting and gurgling voice, the creature said, "I want bones."